I'm Tracy Cardwell from LPCiminelli and the host of the Buffalo Public Schools renovation program, Making It Happen. The Making It Happen show is a monthly news show that brings you information about the individual renovations in every school, along with information for opportunities for our minority and women business enterprises and opportunities for our Buffalo Public School students. LPCiminelli is the program manager, and they are also the producers of the Making It Happen show. Right now I'm standing at the Buffalo Public School College, Career, and Scholarship Expo. This is the 6th annual, and it is so exciting because this year it involves grades 8 through 12. And you know what, there's so much information that students and parents can gather from here, so I'm really happy that everyone is here because we had a great turnout, not to mention the weather was perfect. But first we're going to head over to LPCiminelli headquarters, where we held a lunch and learn session with the U.S. Small Business Administration. It was a great session where the SBA came in and talked about federal contracting opportunities. And then from there we go over to the Convention Center where the SBA held their Straight Talk session, another great opportunity for small and minority and women businesses. We head over to their headquarters where LPCiminelli was highlighted as a speaker for their matchmaking session. So I'm so glad you tuned in. It's a jam-packed show. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for coming. It's so good to see everybody here. I see some familiar faces and some new faces. This is a great event. I can tell already simply because you are here. So again, thank you for coming today. I'm Tracy Cardwell from LPCiminelli, and today's session is by SBA Victoria Reynolds. She's our presenter today.
I'm Victoria Reynolds, and I'm with the Small Business Administration. And to give you an overview, the SBA is an agency of the federal government. Okay, our only purpose on this earth is to promote and assist small businesses as they start and as they grow. We have 3 primary program areas. The first is capital. We have financial assistance programs designed to help small businesses get access to capital or loans. Okay? The second program area is we call counseling. But basically, we do counseling, training, workshops. We collaborate and sponsor partners like SCORE, Small Business Development Center, the Women's Business Center, to help link small businesses with information. First, we're going to start with a checklist. Number 1, become more familiar with federal contracting. Okay, a really good resource for that is SBA's website. Are you ready? SBA's website is sba.gov. SBA's website is sba.gov. SBA's website is sba.gov. Now please write that down. Now I know there are pencils out there. Write that down. That's a direct order. Become familiar. SBA has a lot of good information on its website about the process. Federal Procurement Data System. Has anyone ventured onto this website? Sort of. And then you clicked away really quick because it was scary. This is a massive database that houses all information on contracts that the government has put out. Gives the agencies with whom, what we're buying, contractors they have active contracts, and their standardized reports. Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Small Business, our last certification. This is indeed a self-certification. Okay? 5% of those to women-owned, 5 to small disadvantaged, 3 to service, 3 to hub zone, and the rest goes to on the GSA schedule to actually see a sale, and that's a different source.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good question.
Is there not a cost for the hub zone?
To apply?
For the hub zone certification?
Not from the SBA there, just time. Good stuff. I learned stuff today. Last questions?
Thank you all for coming. This is a gorgeous morning. We made it through the ice a little bit on the road, and we made it here successfully, and we're all safe, and we're great. And anyone who can come out this early for entrepreneurship, definitely should be in business. I would like to also mention that Brother Bell is a very distinguished member of our team at Buffalo State College. He is a senior business advisor. He is available for you to meet with to talk about your business, and he is also one of our leading trainers involved with our contractor training program, which is for MWBE contractors. Great program, and we have all that info at our table. Okay, I want to echo something that the Deputy County Executive said. You heard him say, not loudly enough. He said doing business in Buffalo is fun. I thought that was great. We're the #1 rated city for finding business being a fun activity. I think that's a very good sign, and I think it's because people are very jazzed up about doing business, which always creates excitement and can be very enjoyable.
Together is a plan. You're going to hear in some detail what that plan should look like, how it should be constructed, and the things you need to think about putting into it. Once you put together a plan, it's going to tell you how practical it is. A lot of times we think about doing things and we think about what we're going to do. We think about the Cadillac version of it. We come up with a budget that's thousands of dollars more than we can even imagine we can raise or provide to support that business. So if it's practical, that's the thing you need to know. It's got to have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose in mind when you establish your business, you're already behind the 8 ball. You're doing it for a reason. What is the reason you're going into business?
Hi guys, we're back and I'm standing here with Mayor Byron Brown, and again we're at the 18th Annual Small Business Administration Straight Talk. It's a great event. There's a session going on behind us, which is why we're lowering our voices, but it's such an honor to be here with you, Mayor. Tell us, how important is events like this to the city of Buffalo?
Critically important to the city and the region. Small business is the backbone of the American economy, and this is an opportunity to encourage small business, to build confidence in investing in our city and region, and to arm small businesses with the tools that they need to be successful in our community.
Absolutely. How important for minority and women businesses in particular?
Critically important. It is said that knowledge is power, and there is a lot of knowledge, a lot of information that is being imparted at this forum to all businesses. Critically important to all businesses, certainly important to minority and women-owned businesses, small businesses. There is a good contingent of minority-owned business people that are participating at Straight Talk, as always. They do a tremendous job in reaching out to the diversity of the business community, and it's great to see such a diverse, well-represented audience today.
Absolutely, and what a great time for this event, you know, in light of the Buffalo Billion that we're looking at, correct?
It sure is. You know, the Buffalo Billion is making a significant impact on the city and the region. Beyond the Buffalo Billion, there is over $1 billion of investment taking place in the city of Buffalo proper. I know for our part in the city government, we've cut the residential tax rate 15%, the commercial tax rate 28%. We have some of the lowest permit fees in a 500-mile radius of the city of Buffalo. And so this is a great time to invest in Buffalo. There's more development taking place now in the city than there has been in over 50 years.
Awesome, awesome. That is great. That is great. You know, I just want to thank you as a member of the Straight Talk Committee. Thank you for your continuous support.
My pleasure to be with you. This is my 9th year in a row being here at Straight Talk, and you guys do a great job.
Yes, yes. The whole committee does a great job.
The committee does a phenomenal job, and I want to thank Frank Shortino for his tremendous leadership as District Director of the Small Business Administration here in Buffalo and Erie County.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm back, and I'm standing here with Frank Shortino. What a great event today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Right, right. What are your thoughts about, first of all, we've got some inclement weather out there, but what a great turnout.
Well, you know, that just tells you about the stamina of the people in Western New York and Buffalo, New York. because it snows in Buffalo in the wintertime, and here's a perfect example. And yet we got a few hundred people here, and so it doesn't bother us, and doesn't bother the people in Western Europe, because they're hardy people.
Exactly, exactly. Now, and that also says how important it is, for the city of Buffalo, because there is so much going on. There's so much opportunities.
Absolutely. As you know, the mayor this morning, I think, was right on when he said that these are exciting times in Buffalo, New York, because it's more development than the city has seen like in 50 years. And that's why something like today's program is so important, because what this does is this allows someone that's thinking of starting a business or is in business, expanding that business, and in one spot, in half a day, we provide them with all of the resources that are out there to help them to become successful. And that's why we do Straight Talk. As you know, this is the 18th year. I started it 18 years ago, and at that time we had 50. Now we have around 400 or 500 that come to this, and then we have the continuing series after, which last year we put almost 700 people through.
Wow, let's talk about that continuing series.
Oh yeah, sure. That's we started that about 10 years ago, because in today's event, in an hour, I tell everybody we give you the whipped cream on the cake. But what we do is then 5 weeks from now, which in this case will be the 11th of February, we start what we call the continuing classes. And those we do now at Bennett College on a Tuesday night. They start at 5:45 and they run to 8:30, and there's 8 of them, 8 consecutive weeks, and we take all of the stuff that we touched today and expand it. And not only that, when you have come here today and paid your $20, we automatically, you're enrolled into the 8 continuing seminars, which if you didn't, it would be $5 a piece. So that's a $40 value, right? You got right there.
That's right.
And as you know, I feed you. I give you surf and turf. One week I give you a ham sandwich. The next week I give you a tuna sandwich.
That's a deal you can't pass
That's
up.
right. Best bargain in town. Best bargain in town. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I am number one. So happy to be serving on the committee of Straight Talk with
Thank you for being with us. It's we'll take all the support we can get, as you know.
Oh, you got us.
Okay.
Hands
thank you.
down.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the continuing of a successful event, and we look forward to being with you in the years to come.
How about Straight Talk
Straight
2015?
How about that?
There, you got it. Good morning. Good morning. Now, don't you feel better? I do, and it's important that I do, because I'm Franklin Sortino. I'm the District Director of U.S. Small Business Administration, Buffalo District Office. And we are hosting this event this morning, and we do so with great pride and also with great appreciation for the wonderful team from Ciminelli, okay? And I could go get real formal, but it's Anthony, okay, Stephanie, and Danielle.
Here's the deal for today. Anthony, Danelle, and Stephanie are going to talk to you a little bit about, what Ciminelli is looking for, some upcoming opportunities and things like that. That's going to take about 15 or 20 minutes. After that, they're going to separate different tables around here, and then you'll have an opportunity to go spend some time one-on-one with them. They're all going to be talking about different things, similar but different, right? Anthony's specialty is construction. Stephanie on the MBE and MWBE side, if you have questions on contracting and that sort of thing. And Danelle, their I-squared foot system. Some of you may know what it is, some not, but if you have questions along those lines, they're going to explain that. And then you can follow up with some one-on-one time with them, okay?
I'm Tony Cimino. I'm Vice President of Pre-Construction from LPCiminelli. For those of you that don't know the Ciminelli organization, shame on you. I'm only kidding. We've been around for over 50 years. We're a general contractor, a CM. We work both locally or continually. We work locally, regionally, nationally, and in some cases we've worked internationally for a few select clients of ours. We've also pursued other work internationally that we're still in the midst of working on some partnerships. So you never know where we're going to be on any given day. So with that, what we want to do today is talk about what we have to offer for you as small business owners here, whether you're minority, non-minority, just small business, what type of work you're looking for. This is more about what we have to offer for you guys, but we want to know more about you guys. Right here, this face-to-face that we're having today is totally lacking in the business. We're getting away from the face-to-face conversations. Everything's texting, emails, faxes, phone calls. Nobody knows who each other is. You just hear a voice on the other end of the phone. I can't encourage enough for you to become more proactive, visiting our website, seeing what's going on, calling on us, coming visiting us. Come to our offices, okay? Let's not just work remotely. Business doesn't happen that way. I go back a long way with Ciminelli. I've been in the business for 30 years now, and quite frankly, the whole face-to-face is gone. The handshakes, the coffee, the lunch, all of that sort of stuff is gone. We need to all do a better job and be more conscious of what we're doing there. Don't expect somebody to take your card and call you the next day. It's not going to happen. You have to follow up. You really do.
When we work on public projects, whether they be federal, state, or local projects, we all know if there are public dollars, tax dollars, associated with it, there is something called goals. We've kind of done a thing at Ciminelli. We don't call them goals anymore, even though I'll write it that way. They're requirements. The projects you'll see coming out in 2014, including a lot of the ones that Tony talked about, whether they're ours or one of our competitors, if they have public dollars, they have requirements attached for minority-owned business, women-owned business, possibly disadvantaged business entity if it's a Department of Transportation type of project. If it's a federal project, because we are in the federal building, they might have a small business requirement, and there are all sorts of certifications that go with that as well. What my job is to link up for bidding processes, MW, DBEs, small business entities, to prime bidders if they're bidding under us as when we're construction manager, or link them directly to us if we're general contractors. So that's phase one. That would be like my pre-construction role. During the project, I'm monitoring the majority-owned firms to make sure they're keeping up with what their promises were.
Responsibilities at LPCiminelli, I work in the pre-construction department and kind of coordinate our whole pre-qualification effort with the subcontracting community and our internal review team. I also maintain our subcontractor vendor database. That is all done with I square foot. Some of you may be familiar with I square foot, maybe you're not. I square foot is a web-based system that we use for bidding. We do all of our bid invitations through here, all of our pre-qualification management, and this is where we house our subcontractor database. So you're probably wondering, how do I get involved in all these exciting projects? This is how you do it. So your first step is in the handout, the LPCiminelli handout, under the register section, there's steps that you need to take. The first step is you need to go to the I Square Foot website. You need to create a profile. It's free. You're just going to log in with your email address, create a password, some basic company information, list some trades of work that you do, and list the area of work that where you'll perform your work, like where you'll travel. Will you go to PA? Will you just work in Western New York? It's important to fill out all of that information correctly, because we do conduct searches based on that information, and if you leave everything blank, you're going to miss out on some opportunities.
So you know.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Good morning and welcome to our, what is it? I think it's our 6th annual Buffalo BPS Scholarship Fair. My name is Sharon Collier. I'm a school counselor. I've been working for the district for 18 years. Proud to say I'm currently a school counselor at Bennett High School. And I will be providing a workshop this morning on tips for choosing the right college. This is an excellent workshop for students who are 10th through 11th grade and even in the beginning of 12th grade. I'm going to go over some basic things with you. If you have any questions, I'd like you to ask as we go along. And hopefully at the end of the workshop, you would have found how you're going to proceed with your end of your junior year. Specific things that you should focus on. Of course, always attendance is important in school. If you're not coming to school, you're not going to be in a position to achieve, you're not going to do very well, and you're probably not going to be able to get the next level. The next level is academic achievement. Academic achievement obviously means doing the best that you can do in school. For some of us, that's actually having A's and B's. For some of us, that might be A's and C's. But the bottom line is academic achievement definitely ties into your attendance, along with completing your assignments. One of the things that hurts me the most as a school counselor, I look at students a little differently than the student does. So for example, students take standardized tests like PSATs and SATs, etc., and they give me a real glimpse into how bright, naturally bright a student is. The worst thing is to see a student with a really high SAT score, PSAT score, ACT score, but they have a low GPA. You know what that means? It means on a day-to-day basis in the classroom, you're not turning in your assignments.
Essays to write. One of those essays typically is going to be, why do you want to go to this particular school? So if you are applying to a school in this category, it is helpful for you to have visited that school. So it's great that you guys are all starting this process now, especially those of you in 10th grade, because you have time to do visits at some of these schools. I definitely kind of caution against just repeating the book.
How was the job outlook for lawyers, especially like in this area or just like around the country?
I agree right now. But it is getting better, and it can be cyclical like a lot of other careers. You do have a lot of other options and things you can do with a law degree if you decide not to practice. Those are just some examples. And Edward is now, you're studying science and...
Yes, biochemical engineering.
You have to contact your financial aid administrator, financial aid officer at the school you're applying to, and you need to let us know that so that we could adjust that FAFSA. You can't adjust it, we can. What if a parent passes away? You know, those things happen. You need to notify us of those things. What if, I mentioned earlier about a dependency, students being dependent. What if the student can't live at home because there was some sort of abuse going on with the parent, documented abuse? Then we need to know that.
Talk to someone. As soon as you come out of class, make a friend in the class and say, hey, did you understand that? Like, did you understand when the teacher said blah, blah, blah? There goes 10 minutes of studying right there.
What you do with your time determines who and what you become. What you do with your time determines who and what you become. So time is very precious. So watch what you do with your time, especially in college. Chapter 2, what should you do before you go to class? Check out chapter 2.
Even if you don't read it word for word,
You just
look
gotta
at the
check it out.
titles.
Yeah.
Just look, just see the outline. See, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, then we're going to talk about this. And then go back and read it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be you sit down. Studying is the most boring thing when you think about it. But when you actually do it, it can be fun because you're learning. And I know that sounds crazy right now, but trust me, 4 years from now, I'll ask you that question again.
Buffalo Scholarship. Again, this is the free money. This is what you want. And we're going to spend some time on this for a while. But briefly, last year was our first class of scholars, and there's a lot of questions about theirs. Did it work? How did this help the community? And the answer is this absolutely worked. So today we have 995 students that are that are going to college with Say Yes supports. 4 of them are here today working on a panel. We have students from Buffalo State, Fredonia, Canisius, Niagara. I really encourage you to go talk to those students about their experience. They're going through what you're about to go through. In addition, there's more than 40 colleges that kids are taking advantage of right now. They're going to places like Fordham, University of Buffalo, Canisius, Medaille, Niagara, your community college, Buffalo State, a really wide range of colleges and universities. Now we have well more than 100 schools you can go to, but last year's class is at more than 40. Then finally, they're receiving more than $14 million in financial aid to cover the tuition for those 995 students. It's a lot of money, right? And we want that number to go up every year, all these numbers, more and more students each year. All right, so who is eligible for a Say Yes scholarship? The screen behind me shows what it means to be eligible. So you have to be a Buffalo resident, so you have to live in the city of Buffalo, you have to attend a Buffalo public or charter school to be eligible. And you need to have gone to that public or charter school for a minimum of grades 9 through 12. Okay? You need to be graduating this June, and you need to apply for your financial aid each year.
Because a lot of the times guys don't take it out and come to the university table, they think it's all about as you can see, it's clearly content, okay? And education, we have
Building skills. You have structural steel skills, roofing, bricklaying, cement, all of that. That's all the trade. That's all the skill. That once you learn it, no one can take that from you. Hey guys, that completes our show for today. I'd like to thank all of my guests. We had such a great time here at the Scholarship Fair. Don't forget, we are on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in LPCiminelli's Making It Happen. There you'll be able to view all of our past and current shows. Don't forget to check our Facebook page too for any upcoming events or opportunities for minorities and women businesses and opportunities for our students. We had such a great time. I'm so glad you tuned in, and until next time, let's keep making it happen.